Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Cordell Mackin. You can call me Deli. Welcome to the What's Mackin show. You guys got to meet my brother last week. Went over the premise of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, you get to have us both here today, and let's see what's Mackin.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Batag, aka BB the Great. Today I'm going to be doing a video with my brother and co-host Cordell Mackin.
Yes, sir.
Super excited to finally get this all going. Last week we went over a video, kind of the premise of what we're going to be doing, and today's video's purpose is going to be kind of giving you some background on who we are and what we're all about. And like I said last week, for those of you who know us, it's going to be some time to catch up. So super stoked about that. Also accompanied by my gorgeous girlfriend Caitlin, who is sitting behind the camera, and my boy Jeff, my day one rider since
Facts.
who even knows?
Yeah, facts.
Out the womb days. And then also Cordell's girlfriend, Destiny, is going to be with us as well. So to start off, we're going to keep it super simple. Just going to go over our hobbies and also our plans and goals for the future. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to my man, Cordell Mackin.
Yo, what's going on? All right, yeah, I mean, shit. One of my main hobbies is hooping. The channel will get to see a lot of that here soon. Me and my brother are both ballers, man. Started young.
Yeah, that's
Self-taught, low-key.
From the good old Granite City, Wilson Park.
Oh, yeah, you know it. The grind out there. But, man, hooping, you know, just going to work, working at Worldwide, getting to integrate some cabinets is pretty fun, you know.
Isn't it part of AT&T or
Yeah,
something?
it is part of AT&T. But other than that, man, I get down on Apex. Really got big into some Warzone here lately. Been loving that.
Yeah, it's funny because with Warzone, I tried to get on and then you wasn't on, and now it's vice versa. But I do have it downloaded, so we can definitely run that tonight.
Yeah, we definitely should run some of that tonight. Which you all get to see that too. We might as well throw some of that on there.
Yeah, that's definitely a goal. It would definitely be to do some streaming on Twitch and even YouTube still. Definitely. I mean, actually, if you go on my YouTube, my Brandon Batag YouTube page, there's actually a couple clips on there.
Ooh, those are some funny ones.
Yeah, I got like Battlefield 5 and Fortnite.
What about that one video you did where it was like that little movie?
Oh, rated a short movie.
That might be on there.
It should be. Honestly, if you YouTube my name, you might find some goofy stuff.
Another goal: get my CDL license. I'm trying to do that. Get Jeff in on that. Whip the big rig.
I don't know if I'd be able to do it, man.
Oh man, it's in the blood. You could do it.
I was thinking if I were to do that, I would do get like a Kawasaki motorcycle, throw it on the back of the truck,
Yeah.
and so then you could utilize not only free traveling, but you could also do way more exploring. Like imagine, just whipping that off, doing a load in Tampa, going to downtown, just checking it out. Everywhere, and I'm sure there's someone that's done that. That can't be.
I mean, they are doing it. You know it.
Can't be the first thought on that one. Kind of like the minivans.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
them Sprinter vans especially.
Oh my! It got it pimped out with bathroom and everything. It's like, sheesh.
But yeah, shit. What's your you got some hobbies and goals?
Work is definitely a huge hobby because I spend quite a bit of time there. I am an HVAC technician, which stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. I'm the guy that comes in and keeps your house cold in the winter. Wow. Scratch it.
Oh, cold in the summer.
Yeah.
Hot in the winter.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm that guy, pretty much a furnace AC doctor, neighborhood hero.
Can't go wrong with that though. You gotta have those guys.
Oh yeah, you got to, and it's funny. We got summer coming up, so you better change your filters and clean your air conditioners, or else you're gonna have to pay me to come do it. You don't want to do all that.
See, I'm lucky. He's my brother. I don't gotta pay.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'll never forget when I started heating and cooling. When I first started, that summer our air conditioner had went out. Mm-hmm. Hilarious. And what were the chances that I had started this new endeavor that is now my career that I'm very passionate about? But it was hilarious how that all went down, and it's crazy how much I've evolved.
When you first started though, boy, you was in the gutter.
It was some scary stuff.
And he was working at Topgolf still too, so he was working the two jobs at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Like the grind that I had then was insane. But the thing about it though was like everyone around me motivated me
100%.
to do it.
Man, and you did it.
Oh,
and you did it. Look at you now.
And look at me now. Look at it. Look at us now. We're all here.
Right.
Goals and plans for me. So me and my girlfriend are going to be headed to Florida next week, actually, and that'll probably be the first vlog on the channel. Super geeked to put that all together and get it on there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. Actually, I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. I'll have to get some clips on there.
Oh,
we can
yeah.
throw them on here. See what's going on.
We'll definitely whip it up, and yeah, the vlogs are gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
So I do jujitsu. We could do vlogs over jujitsu and basketball. So many things for
Muay
that.
Thai, wrestling,
Everything. But jujitsu is my other main hobby. I'd say after work. And honestly, I haven't been able to put much time into jiu-jitsu dealing with this stuff, just trying to get over the learning curve. But starting to come back around and going to be really heavy into that.
Facts, I hear you there.
With the jiu-jitsu, the vlogging is really something I would really like to incorporate. Actually, for the last tournament I had, I was on the verge of actually recording it and doing it, but I just never really got around to it.
Yeah, it would have been a good one to do, though.
Oh, I know.
Oh, man.
And the story behind that is I actually went to Texas this year for a business trip, essentially. It was a seminar that my company had sent me down there for, and it was a great time, but unfortunately, whenever, everyone got snowed in here, I got snowed in down there. So it was crazy. And, down in Texas, I thought people were lying when they said that people take cover, with a side of snow or ice.
Man.
No lie. Literally, we were down there on a Thursday, me and my good friend Ramon, who I also work with. We were down there, and I kid you not, we could see the highway from our hotel. Man. And no cars. It took almost like 3 hours to get an Uber. And it was just crazy, and especially like everyone being snowed in here. I was
I couldn't believe it when you was telling me, man.
Oh my god!
And it's like you'd think you'd be living it up,
Oh yeah, I know that exactly.
But hell no.
Yeah, and then for the people around here, the place that we were staying at was kind of like Chesterfield. So they had like that strip mall type thing.
Yeah, the Valley type.
Yeah, and now they got the right next to Topgolf. That is like the perfect representation of where we were at, which was called Sonesta.
Okay.
And the trip was crazy. Not only did I learn a ton of stuff from the seminar itself, but at the time I knew I had this tournament going on, and I needed to get some training in. So crazy enough, I looked on my phone and saw that there was a gym literally 3 minutes away. So I was like, might as well check it out. So I went there and got a great roll in. And it's funny with that fucking. When I went in there, the way they ran things is very different from the way things are ran, at the gyms I train at, which is IBJJA in Muscuda, where I live. And then I also train at Head Nod as well in Granite City, Dog Pound. You already know the vibes. But with that said, it was very different how they did it. So for their live, and live is essentially a live situation, as if you were in a match. Live that me and my brother used to, and what I'm used to is you're done after 3 minutes and you go to the next guy. Yeah. That's not how they did it. When we went there, the coach actually would match you up with someone, and you would go in front of the group.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that though. That'd be a little fun.
It was something.
That'd be interesting though. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, Atos, BJJ, and
so kind of like a
Sonesta,
King of the Hill type.
Kind of, yeah. So like they had like the adults and teenagers in two different groups. So there's only 4 people going on the mat at one time.
Okay.
But it was funny. So I go out there, and he put me out. It seemed like one of their better guys, dude's kind of taller, probably like 180, and go out there and hit the nastiest darce probably in my life, the cleanest darce, and I probably like out of the 5 submissions I've had, 3 of them are by darce in the tournaments, and the cleanest darce ever. That's and everybody's like, oh, it's crazy.
They're getting all hype.
Getting hype, like. So I'm like, bet, I'm feeling good. And I pissed him off for sure. So, I finished out my King of the Hill, putting in work, stellar performance.
How to show off from Granite,
show him how we get down out here. But that dude came back around, and, we're wrestling around. I'm like, damn, he's mad. I could feel it. I could see it. I'm like, damn. Should have took a light on you, but either way, he slipped right behind my ass and slammed the fuck out of me. I know. I was like,
dirty dog.
Me, I don't get slammed. I'm always gonna hit the leg, wrap up. Yeah. But no, man, he got me good. So it's funny that he got me back. But that's the cool thing about jiu-jitsu. It's very humbling and.
Oh man, has to be though.
So with that, I train, and after that, we get our flight delayed 3 nights. So my tournament is on Sunday, and our flight left Saturday. So I got home at probably like 5, and got home, weighed myself 7 pounds over. Yeah, shit show. So either way, my girlfriend and my boy Leo Pio motivated me to grind it out. So that night I ended up shoveling our driveway, which actually lost quite a bit of weight from doing that. Probably lost like say 3 pounds that night. But then the next day I woke up, Sunday morning, day of the tournament, and I had like 3.5 pounds to go. So I ended up threw a trash bag on, went downstairs. Katie, got ready for the day, got Leo ready, and I just went to work for at least an hour, I'd say. How you think? But
got that work.
Yeah, got that work, and then we get to the tournament, and I competed in gi. Gi is like the robe that jiu-jitsu people wear, and I also competed in no gi. I get there in gi and lose my first match, but it was, I didn't expect the tournament to start as quick as it did. Actually, Cordell, Destiny, and Jeff, got there right at the nick of time for my gi match. Yeah. And Caitlin had just pulled up, so she actually missed that match. But either way, I got beat, and I was super upset about it.
Put in the work though. It was tough.
Yeah, match. It was a tough match, but dude got me. So I was kind of feeling down. But then it was really cool how we all, after the match, my next match wasn't for like 5 hours. So we ended up all going back to my house in Granite, my mother's house. And we just all hung out. It was a really good vibe, and it really, really built me back up. So the next time once we went back out for my no-gi match, absolutely killed it.
Tore
him up, and my boy Deli was the coach.
Yeah. What was it, 4-0 first time?
4-0.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy, but great time, and the matches are crazy. You can find that on my Facebook page. Or my TikTok. There's a...
Do you get
what's the word?
A compilation?
Compilation, yeah. Of that. So yeah, it was definitely crazy, and definitely looking forward to vlogging a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments for sure.
Facts. I'm gonna get my first jiu-jitsu tournament in there with you too. Gotta get on that.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe you actually went with me. The other week?
Yeah, it was fun. It's a learning curve. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, really. I think starting off, it's just like the focus. Well, especially for going from wrestling to jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. Wrestling is like nonstop. High school wrestling is like nonstop. You never want to let off on the pedal. Right. But jiu-jitsu is not like that. It's more. I think the best way to describe jiu-jitsu compared to wrestling would be checkers and jiu-jitsu is chess. You have to think about your move, and a game of chess can go all night. Yeah, right. All right, now that you guys know what we're up to these days, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back in time. Yeah, back in the day when kind of our founding days, or
childhood days, I guess you'd say. Just living the life.
Yeah, for sure. So with that said, probably a good point to start that off would probably be like I'd say 12 years ago. Just starting to get into sports. Did park football. Actually, that's where we met Jeff. Jeff at the Blue.
Oh yeah, no, the White
Eagles.
The Raiders, or was it the Raiders? The White Eagles.
White Eagles. Yeah, that was the time. But and that's actually where I got my nickname from. Yeah, from my boy Kyle's dad, Duke.
Yeah.
Craziness.
I know you've been known by
BB.
that ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how that all. I had coaches call me that, teachers call me that, and now it's even to this day, and I actually don't even tell people,
their name's Brandon.
I feel like I tell people I'm Brandon now more,
Man, when we was at the furniture store and you bought that little office desk, they asked for your name. You said BB.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. Yeah, it's mixed up, man. But it's funny. Some people don't know me as Brandon. It's pretty crazy, but at this point, it was.
I wouldn't know who I'd be today if I didn't have sports. I mean, for real. Especially like you said, growing up in the park sports, starting with the White Eagles, man, it just taught us discipline, taught us respect. Everything.
Yeah, and definitely put us with the right people.
Yeah, surrounded by the right crowd, definitely. Because I mean, like I said, if I wasn't in sports, man, I don't know where I'd be.
Yeah, no,
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, and like it's definitely molded me into who I am now. And the thing about that is like at that time point, you're pretty much as a parent, I feel like you're investing in your kid to, you know what I'm saying, learn those aspects that really can
Right.
only be learned from the football
I mean,
field or the, you know, baseball field, like the camaraderie and everything in between. It's
yeah, I mean, you learn how to lose, you learn how to win, but you learn how to take it and be humble.
right with the people, you know, that you're surrounded with. So yeah, that was a huge thing, you know, is baseball and football in the park.
It's the getaway too. Like, man, I remember so many times just using that as my getaway. I could go play football back then in them days, man, and oh man, be happier.
Yeah, and the cool thing also was
Man.
like it was also like every game was a rivalry.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and back then it was
really
a rivalry, and we was doing good. We was
Yeah.
top contending teams always.
Yep, every time. From there, unfortunately, my father had passed when I was 12 years old, and Cordell was 11. Me and my brother a year apart. That was a super traumatic experience, and you know, I've accepted that, you know, to be open to talk about because, you know, it's a reality, and it's, I feel like that all comes down to viewpoint. You know, for me, you know, a believer in God, I believe and know that my father is in a better place. You know, really can't go. My father did absolutely everything and in between, you know, to make sure me and my brother had a great life, and as well as our mother.
Oh yeah, I mean, always.
And it was just crazy. It was like whenever that situation all had happened, you know, at 12 years old and not really thinking about the realities of life, such as finances and, you know, who, you know, at that time, you know, I remember, you know, my mom, you know, when I'd go to get a video game and my mom would pull out her credit card, I'd be like,
the magic card.
the magic card, you know, I mean, I obviously knew it was money, but at the same time, I just didn't understand the full concept, you know? So at this point, you know, I was really just lost, you know, and especially at the young age, but that's where the sports really picked up. I mean, literally, if I wouldn't have had that and the, you know, those moments and people around me to lift me back up, it would have been horrible.
Oh yeah, I just couldn't imagine. But like you said, man, and sadly it is life. It is, but you can only make the most of it and keep going on up.
I think the worst part is, you know, thinking back at that point of what my father had thought of me and you know, and what he had planned for us. If I could just talk to him now, it was just, you know, and really just be like more of a, you know, hear his thoughts on, you know, everything I've done, you know, like,
right.
Because it was unfortunate not being able to grow up and have his, you know, because he's instilled so much upon us, you know, at just a young age. But I know that there was so much more, you know, just to even drink a beer, you know, with your father, things like that, you know, that's something that, you know, I feel like overlooked, you know, but anything down to that. There's a lot of events me and my father, you know, never got to do, going to the baseball game, you know, things like that. And our father was an over-the-road truck driver, and he was gone quite a bit. You know, he'd probably be gone 2 weeks and be home for, you know, a few days. And that was just how it was, you know. And it was cool because me and my brother got to explore America at a young age. I mean, man. Literally, actually, it's a funny story is whenever me and my brother were growing up, we had an apartment, but we all just stayed in the truck, you know, and made it work. And traveled the country, you know, and we'd come, you know, we'd go to the apartment every once in a while, you know. But this is before I really remember those times, you know, but there was definitely times that we just packed up and went, you know, for, you know, because of this, oh, man, it was crazy.
Great times.
Like, memories I will cherish forever, and I can't even explain, you know. You know, going to Niagara Falls, and, you know, actually I went on a month trip with my father for a summer. You know, I didn't do baseball that year. I just went and traveled with my father, and never forget, we went to Texas. I want to say it was Waco, not 100%, but when we went there, we were helping my father's friend put together his dock for his boat, and that was like the day that I realized that Texas is where I want to have my condo for sure. Like,
wasn't that around when Michael Jackson died?
Actually, it was the same month. At the same month, and I'll never forget, me and my father were unloading, and whenever the news had broke across the radio,
it's crazy.
People were getting out of their trucks. I mean, I was like surreal, you know. And I mean, at the time, I didn't understand the depth behind it. You know, like I said, there was a lot of things I just didn't understand. But with that said, Delia, what's some memories that you and Dad had?
Oh man, I remember, shit, honestly, a funny memory. Since Jeff's in the room, you know, me and Jeff both got to go to Chicago with Dad, and man, got to have a good old time. Like, I remember we stopped at this McDonald's, and man, Dad had to take a nap. You know, he was a little tired, so me and Jeff went in this little play place in the McDonald's, and there was these two other little kids in there, right? But we was in there for a while, man, good minute, and man, just having a blast. Next thing you know, these two little kids come in there, and they start just acting all look reckless and stuff. And then I remember going down the slide, man, and I kicked one of them in the head. And they kicked me and Jeff out of the McDonald's. And
like, did they take you back to that, or?
No, they were like, you guys got to leave. And so we were like, all right. And we walked out, and I shit you know, as soon as we got to the truck, Dad was waking up. He was like, hey, you guys ready to go? And we were like, oh, this is the perfect ride out of the storm right here. Yeah, he threw my smoothie away because it just so in this place they had this little thing that would like hang off to the side, but it would swing back and forth, and it was a little sketchy. And I'm like, Jeff, I bet
them little ropes in the play places used to sketch me out.
Yeah,
man.
and like this one was like a little bubble, and you could see through the bottom, but it was a little high off the ground, like a swing set type thing, but you had to crawl into it. And so I was like, I bet you won't crawl into it, Jeff. And he's like, nah, you're gonna shake it when I get in there. I was like, no, I swear I won't. I swear. And man, he gets in there, and immediately I start shaking the thing.
Oh, you shouldn't even have brought it up. You probably wouldn't even thought about it.
And man, Jeff starts freaking out. He's like, yo, quit it. And as soon as he gets out, he knows I love my mango pineapple smoothies, man. And he instantly goes to it, grabs it, and throws it in the trash, man. Did me bogus, but I did him bogus, so it's all good. Dad bought me another one, so I won that one. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many memories, man, leading up with Dad, man. Like, even one time out in Arizona, I remember we was at this dope-ass Dairy Queen. Like, it was like a retro, retro DQ. Like, they had, like, old license plates on the walls, motorcycles hanging up. It's dope. It was so dope.
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. There were so many interesting spots all across the country. And even now, you know, now we're grown and 21 as well. It's like,
and experiencing
so
it
much.
when we was young to seeing it now is two different lanes.
Yeah, completely different perspectives. Because like I said earlier, you know, we just didn't know the depth behind certain things, you know, like things that really, you know, at the time just didn't have.
But yeah, growing up though, I mean, just having the sports. I remember playing with the Junior Warriors, getting it in.
Oh yeah. Tell the people about your baseball days.
Yeah, man, the baseball days. I used to get down for sure, man. Good group of guys. I mean, we were kids at the time, so I couldn't say guys, but man, never were we.
How old were you at that?
I'm trying to think.
Because I remember on Justin's team.
Yeah, I was 12 all the way up until.
And then also,
15,
who
16.
was Wiggly? Or something like that.
Yeah, man, what was it? I can't remember now.
Wilgus,
yep, there you go. I played for him. That was a crazy year too, because normally I was gonna play for Justin,
right?
But a random year, Wilgus, he gets a team of people my age, and man, we go out and go gangbusters, man. Have a great year, and have fun. And then the next year after that, I played one more year with Justin. Went and played the GMB World Series. Won the game with a inside the park.
I
grand
remember
slam.
that.
Yeah,
you still got? Don't you have the plaque or something like with
that?
Or?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%, man. But yeah, baseball was a blast, man. Junior Warriors times, but I played in a few All-Star games. It was fun, man. I'd go back in a heartbeat. Man, losing Dad though taught me more so a lot to do with loss, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Especially going up to senior year when I had to tore my ACL and stuff, man. Didn't really know what to do, but like that was the hardest thing in life was losing Dad. So, you know, correlating to that couldn't be that hard, you know, if that makes any sense.
Right, like the extreme loss of losing him. And I mean, it just it really makes you realize that you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Oh man,
and something like that. There's no, you know, it's just really messed up. I think another really bad thing for our situation was that, you know, at the time technology wasn't really where it is now. You know, you couldn't pull out a phone and record a HD video.
Right.
So at the time, you know, I'm working off the slide.
The slide up LG,
you know,
Rumor. The
little
LG
small,
Rumor.
Right. Yeah. LG Rumor. Yeah. A little small screen. You know, it was just a time. So with that said, you know, I don't have any video. I have no video footage of my father. Like
Yeah,
that is,
none.
it's insane. Like I don't even have a recording of his voice. So it's
Yeah.
things like that, that.
Yeah, you really cherish, man.
Yeah, my mom always tells me all the time, you should take pictures of everything, like doesn't matter who, with, what, where, like, it's something to hold on to for life, and it'll probably end up coming back, and you'll appreciate it.
You'll really appreciate it, yeah, because we got quite a good few photos of Dad though. So,
Right.
But yeah, that video, man, nothing like it. Getting to hear that voice.
Yeah, and I remember after this incident had happened, like the only way we could at the time we would literally call our father's phone just to hear the voicemail.
Yeah.
And I've tried that, and then the phone is like disconnected now. So, but at the time I never thought about recording it or anything.
Right.
I was so young and
Just too young. But and what was also awkward was, I mean, we weren't together when we had to find out that news. What's really that was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, but it definitely has made us who we molded. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much grew. I mean, from the time I got out of turned 18, I've been working.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
for you, invested in myself, and things that I do, and obviously to where I am, and honestly to really get into that. After high school, I worked at Zapata's, and
man, you was finding job after job, man.
I wouldn't say all that. I
But
feel like I've
not job
pretty
after
loyal.
job, yeah.
Just job with a job,
Right,
working
looking
two
for a
jobs.
come up, always
Always
looking
looking
to
for
better
a come up.
yourself.
So important to be like that. And
He was hooking me up.
yeah, back
Hooking
in the
me
day,
up,
it's
yeah.
funny. Yeah, so after high school, I started at Zapata's. Actually, I started towards the end of my senior year and kept working there. I think for like a year and a half, 2 years. Great time. Zapata's is in Collinsville, and actually got Cordell a job on as well.
Yeah.
And at the time, one of my friends had said, "Hey, come help build Top Golf in Chesterfield."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a construction worker." At the time, that's what I thought it was gonna be, because they said build it. So I get there, and
Oh boy.
no, that is not what they meant.
I got lucky. I missed out on that.
Yeah,
dude. I
right.
came right after you done building it, man.
It was absolutely horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather. I mean, blistering sun, and what they meant by build was lay the turf. So I mean, we did build like the bays and things like that, but it was no real deal construction. So and then from there, I was a maintenance man. Actually, Cordell was a
I was a lead.
lead.
Yeah, I was the overnight lead.
Yeah, so that was like after high school, and while I was working at Topgolf, I got into a huge car accident with a semi. Coming home from Poplar, crazy story. My boy Deli came to the rescue with the
man.
quickness. I mean, it was a complete tragedy, and so at the time, just going through so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
it all paid out though, man.
Yeah, at this time, I'm dead broke. I have like going through all types of stuff, and I have no car. My job is 45 minutes away, and I'm only making $11.25.
Right.
It was just really tough on me. But like I said earlier, being around who I was around helped me.
Help motivate. Yeah.
Oh, helped me stay up. So what ended up happening is I actually gotten back into church, and I'll never forget the first sermon at Faith Church in Sunset Hills. The first sermon David Crank that had said was, "Everything you had lost, you'll get back by sevenfold." And looking back to that day, looking back like to now, I've gained everything by it almost feels like tenfold.
Hey, I hear you there. I mean, yeah, I remember I got back into church whenever I tore my ACL and meniscus and all that and got baptized. But
Oh, yeah, that's right. We both did that.
we got baptized, and ever since then, like, just looking up, always in the blessings.
Yeah, would not be here without the man upstairs.
No, man, there's a plan.
Yeah, always a plan. And I think the cool thing about it, though, is when I was at my worst and, going to church and doing everything right, it's, God is good at, keeping you,
Humble.
keeping you humble for sure. But whenever you're doing the right things, it turns into blessings, So for me, I'm dead broke, no car, not going to college,
Right.
really figuring out the lawyers I was with to, for the lawsuit, pretty much, it was actually Brown and Brown.
Yeah.
Remember when the paralegal came?
I do remember.
So they actually kind of screwed me over. It was, they were just either too busy. There was some issue, it was something weird. So either way, my mom my mom actually had a lawyer as well, and actually referred her to me, Angie.
Man, she
If
came
you
through.
see this, yeah, you're the real one for sure. And she took good care of me. But Brown and Brown actually had sent me to the chiropractor in Granite, and the secretary, good friend of mine, Dion, was asking me what I would like to do with my, with my life. And at the time, I was thinking about being a PE teacher, but wasn't fully committed. And she had said to try the trades. We're going to the military. I feel like for us, physically, yes.
Yeah, physically, yes. The camaraderie, yes. But man,
The mental
and being away.
Yeah, even when I'm in a vacation.
Would have had to leave mom, and I couldn't have seen it being real.
Yeah, me leaving you, leaving
that's
mom,
what I'm
leaving all
saying.
my friends, my family. For me, I don't love Illinois. I enjoy Illinois, but my goal is to probably move to like Missouri or somewhere close, and then get a condo in Texas.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, gotta have that getaway state.
Yeah, not Florida though. Too many condos.
Yeah, and I had a bad experience in Florida.
Oh yeah.
That's for another day.
That's for another day for sure. But yeah, she asked me what I was gonna do, and I said, PE. She said try the trades. So she said try where my husband works.
And you was already working though at Dixon, using that apprentice.
Not at this time. She's the one who got me in that position. Yeah. So she's like, try where my husband works. Ernst Heating and Cooling. Brian Strange, my other good friend. And either way, I built a resume, all this stuff, and went to Ernst. Actually, he drove me because I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
We turned my application in and never got a call back. So it was upsetting, but I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna go to Rankin. Is what it is. So go back. Deanna was like, how'd it go? I was like, I didn't get it. I didn't get the job or whatever. And she's like, you know what? Try where where my husband started, Dixon Heating and Cooling. I was like, all right, for sure. Right up the road from where I live. I went there and met Mike Dixon, the man who showed me the way, and took me in with open arms. Pretty much hired me on the spot.
Yeah.
And, like you said, put a ton of time into me.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually where I met my good friend Ramon.
Yeah.
And he now works at Ernst with me.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, went through the training, everything, and now I'm at Ernst. Worked at Dixon for a year and a half, and moved to Ernst.
Yeah. Oh man, the working life, man. I remember going from Top Golf, thinking, man, living it up there. It was fun, but that drive and then, man, we was working different hours, but them night shift hours was pretty rough.
Yeah, the night shift, no way.
I did have
I would
a maid
never
running my own shift.
recommend the
No,
night shift.
Never that. But I remember, I'm trying to think, where did I go? Oh, after Top Golf, I went to Elite Cuisine. Great little place at actually where I work at now. That's the funny, interesting part is I was working for the little food vending mart company at Worldwide. I used to go.
That was 2 summers, or
It was about 2 summers ago, I think. Because then I ended up leaving Elite Cuisine. But I remember when I was working for them, I used to always be like, man, I'd love to do what they do, integrate those cabinets, all that. Look real nice. But I left there, and then ended up going to the barges, man.
oh yeah, the barge. And then actually, I forgot to mention that I did work 2 jobs. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was working Top Golf and Dixon.
Yeah, started off Top Golf and Dixon, 7 days a week, and then after that, buddy from Top Golf that used to work with us, Thomas, called me up, said, "Hey, I'm flipping houses, come help." So I went over, and so I quit Top Golf, flipped houses, and worked at Dixon. Yeah, flipped houses for probably
yeah, man, it was
a
definitely
year.
Man,
Yeah, 6 months to a year, something like
I
that.
remember I worked for a little moving company while you were doing that.
Yeah, I remember we actually moved for
Yeah.
craziness. But so worked there, and then saw an ad on Facebook for Ernst, and it's so funny because I got declined, and like, and then I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, I have nothing to lose, so I put it in, and man, just treated so well, and it's so nice, like, like I was saying earlier, God was, though I was grinding, He was blessing me every step of the way that motivated me to to do what I did.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, He's always blessing in the right ways. I mean, I had no job, like I said. I mean, leaving Elite Cuisine, like, it was cool, but it just wasn't it,
Right.
And then, man, when I left there, I thought like, oh, it'd be easy to find a job, because I quit. I was just a hothead, and I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
This is during COVID. I forgot.
It was during COVID. Yeah, it was during the prime of COVID. And
So yeah, but honestly, everyone said it was easy, but to get a job,
Yeah, and that's what I thought, man. I tell you what, it was not to get a good paying job.
Right, a job that
like
you would
my
want
type of money, and like, yeah, that's not good. And then so Mama got some work done on the house, and one of the guys there, he's like, "Oh, I got this perfect job. Sounds like it'd be perfect." And I went to the barges. I went there, and whoo, boy, that shit was work, man. But I did make that money. But yeah, man, I was so happy to get out of there and get like. One day I was working, and I was just like, man, this is that lifestyle that I'm not trying to live for 30, 40 years.
Like you're working your life away, you know.
Oh man, I was never home, many hours, like, and doing dangerous stuff, you know. That was just not right in any way possible. But the people I was working with was, man, I cared for them, man. We had each other's lives in each other's hands, and you know, they were just so great. See them anytime. Hope they see this, and man, you guys are crazy that you get it done. But
get it done.
But yeah, man, I remember one day at work just filling out an application for this like maintenance technician, and it was at where I'm at now, Worldwide Technology, and I remember going there, and then like as soon as I even started like pulling in, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted to do
really
a year and a half ago, and man, here I am now doing exactly what I wanted to do.
And now you got was it signed? You got a contract now with?
Yeah. So yeah, you start out as a subcontractor, and I was subcontracting for 9 months, man. Like,
with no benefits,
no PTO, just sticking it out, man. Like just sticking it out. But got converted on March 1st. Full-time benefits, PTO, pay raise. I'm happy. I'm happy. I got the time. I'm working 3 12-hour days a week. Get the time to do everything I love to do. Hoop. Man, I was just doing Muay Thai. I had my first fight in December.
Oh yeah, that was the time.
Some fun stuff. I went 1-1. So I had my first 2 fights. Went 1-1. Took some time off, but actually about to start getting back into that, and been going to jiu-jitsu. I plan on getting real active. Hooping.
Yeah, hopefully the next vlog of the jiu-jitsu tournament is with Deli.
Yeah, I plan on it. Yeah, we can make that happen.
That'd be cool.
Make that happen. But yeah, and man, I'm just looking forward to this. Me and my brother, he moved out a little while ago, so we haven't got to spend much time together. Lost quite a bit of time, you know. So with this channel, this show, man, we're looking forward to just rekindle, man. Get to work. Start just having some fun, man, enjoying life, and
facts.
Knowing that we're good and God's glory, man. Dad watching down on us. You got mom.
We forgot to even mention our mom, man. Our mom, deal, and I'm sure, you know, for any of you that know, you know, my mom, one of a kind. And, you know, she hasn't changed a bit.
Hey, you meet her once, you'll never forget.
She hasn't changed a bit, you know. Love her to death, and you know, without her, obviously, being a single mother, you know, after my father passed, and you know, grabbing life by the bootstraps, and
and so I mean, yeah, man, like BB said, hopefully, at least with this video, giving you guys the intro to us, you know, and with everything that's just been said, gives you a little bit back history on us.
Yeah, so, and with that said, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up there. Feel really content with that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's going to be so much more. I mean, there's so much more I want to talk about right now.
We could, you know, make videos for days. And
but after this video, I say, we'll really start coming out with the vlogs and all that.
Yeah, like I said, you're going to be, I'm going to be dropping a vlog. Like I said, I'm going to vlog the trip, leaving, you know, when I leave. And I plan on editing it as I'm there, you know, whenever I get real free time or at the end of the night, just kind of chop it up so whenever I get back, I can upload it, you know. It's going to be really cool. Yeah. Actually, Katie's working on a vlog as well of kind of the behind the scenes of how this all was put together. She's already, like, got it going. So that's going to be really cool to throw on the channel as well.
Oh, yeah, and like I said, me, Jeff, Destiny going to Chicago tomorrow, so I got to get all my account stuff set up, but once I get all that set up, I'm still going to record. I'll take some clips, you know, just some good content, man. It's good.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then lastly, you also got to think about the guest aspect. I've had quite a bit of people that would be open to getting on the show.
Yeah.
And that is going to definitely be happening. And with that, I want that to be its own thing for sure. I want that to be you know, relative to, you know, kind of like the hot ones, you know, not chicken wings and hot sauce, but I like the structure of, you know,
the interview type.
I like the interview type as well as with the fun challenge, you know.
And then like the knowledgeable conversations that we can have, and even touch some controversial subjects, man, just to just to change it up, man. Really have some fun with this.
Yeah, and like I said in the last podcast, this is all about having fun and enjoying ourselves. But another thing is kind of I was saying earlier, back in the day, we didn't have technology like this to where we could record a 1080p HD video with all this going on. So with like my father's situation, like I don't have that, but having this, not only with my brother, but all the special people that will be on the show, we will have this forever. And you guys are going to be along the ride for this, So we really appreciate you guys for tuning in and subscribing and liking, all that stuff. And it's gonna be cool for you guys to watch us evolve as content creators,
and also getting to interact with you guys, because that's gonna be a real fun.
Even speaking of that, our first giveaway will actually be coming up in the next video, which was gonna be me and Katie. Gonna be a little intro to her in Florida. That's the plan, and might even have another special guest. But yeah, in the next video, we're definitely gonna have a pretty cool giveaway. So definitely be sure to tune in.
Sounds good, man. But yeah. And that's what's macking.
That's what's macking. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.